Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queen. It's probably your first time here, so welcome. I'm gonna do a Q&A on house moms because if you've watched my other strip club content, you know that I'm a house mom. If you haven't watched my other content, I do have a strip club series going on right now. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel, so I will link that below. I'll also link my social media, my website, queen.com, that'll be linked below. I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a Q&A on what a house mom is, and I 100% got this from Christina Villegas. She did a house mom Q&A with her house mom May, and I wrote down the questions, so that's where I'm getting the questions from. That's where I got the idea from, is from her video, so shout out to her. Love her videos. She's a big inspiration of why I started my channel. Huge inspiration is Christina because she's a boss. And I love to see that what she's doing now that she's not dancing. She's giving me a lot of inspiration on what I could be doing in the future. So yeah, check her out. I'll link her video below. I'll link her channel below. So yeah, let's just get started. Question is, what exactly is a house mom and what do they do? So we do it all. Depending on the strip club, locker rooms vary in size. So if you're in a smaller club, the house mom might be like a bartender or a waitress and a house mom, or she might be a dancer and be a house mom. My club is on the bigger side. It's not nearly as big as like G5 or KOD, you know, like those big clubs. Typically throughout the year, I'm managing about 20 girls. As of right now for preseason, let me back up. I do live in an NFL city, like NFL football. I live in a city. It'll be pretty obvious if you look into my social media where I'm from. But I'm not gonna say it on YouTube. I'm not gonna be, you know, whatever. So yeah, like preseason games so far have been about 25 girls. I'm hearing, and last year when I started was November of 2020. I'm pretty sure it was November, or maybe, yeah, I think it was November of last year is when I started. So it's been about a year that I've been a house mom. It was in the middle of COVID, so we did not have like the big giant crowds where like hundreds and thousands of people come to our city for a game. So the money that I'm making now just off preseason games has been really good compared to what I've been getting before. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm very excited for football season because the preseason has been treating me right. You know, I've been making my little bag. But yeah, so the first question, yeah, exactly, what exactly is a house mom? What do we do? For me, I don't sell outfits, but a lot of house moms do. I just personally, this is my side hustle. This is my part-time job. I do have a 9-to-5. I don't have time to be making clothes right now. I just don't. I would love to though. I know how to hand stitch and like sew by hand, but I need to get brushed up on using a sewing machine, which I used to do in the past. I just need to refresh my memory on how, and probably get some patterns on like bikinis. But yeah, we have 2 house moms in my club, so the other one does make outfits, so that's good for the girls that there is someone there who actually does, and they don't have to like order everything offline. I make sure that I'm well stocked in supplies, so I'll link that below, what's in my house mom bag. But I bring snacks, I bring like literally everything that you could need as a dancer. Like, if you forgot your bag and all you have is your shoes and your outfit, I promise you I have like everything else like that you need to be ready to go out and dance. Aside from makeup, I'm gonna see how NFL games are, if I need to bring makeup, but I was a makeup artist in the past, you know, so if I need to bring a kit, I will. Anywho, we have everything: wipes, nail glue, lash glue, lashes, socks, deodorant, hairspray, hairbrushes, like literally everything that a dancer needs. We usually have it. It's kind of our job. If they don't use us for the things that we have, like, for example, I give massages. Just being a listening ear and just being like a personable, friendly, like, mom, you know what I mean? Like, if you need someone to talk to, if something happened with a customer or with another girl and you just need to vent and let it out, like that's what we're here for. So that's what we do in my club right now. A lot of what I do is help count buckets. So when you're dancing on stage, you sweep up your money into a bucket, and you can't just like a lot of girls don't feel comfortable leaving with big sacks of money, because real talk, you're getting yourself up to get robbed if you leave that money and you're like flashing it all the time. Like, let's be honest, you're setting yourself up. So don't do that. So what we do is take the money, we straighten it, put it through the money counter. I get, for example, about $500 in 20s. So I'll take that money that you ran through in ones, exchange it out for the 20s, and you're good to go. That's a big part of what I do, is help count money. But yeah, like anything that the girls need, I'm there. Yeah. Is there a certain way that we have to dress, or is there a dress code? The answer is, for me, no. Bouncers have a dress code. I'm pretty sure the DJs have a dress code. Managers that I've seen have always dressed nice. Waitresses and bartenders, I've usually seen them in black dresses, or like a black top, black shorts, black top, black leggings, like they're all in black. Pretty much everyone in my club who works there, staff, is all black. So I try to follow that, but I like to wear what I wear. I don't abuse it though. I like to dress cute. For example, like this is what I wore my 9 to 5, but I'm in a purple dress right now. Like, this is okay. But when it comes to heels, I don't wear pleasers. I rarely wear heels. Like, I really have to be in the mood for it, like feeling a little sassy, you know what I mean? But I kind of don't want to be mistaken for a dancer, because a lot of people apparently think that I dance. I don't strip. Not that there's a problem with that, I just don't. Anyways, yeah, so I'm usually in like some sort of flats. If you've watched my vlogs, I'm 95% of the time in my pink Crocs, you know. I just, you know, our locker room is up on the second floor, so I'm up and down. Especially if we're getting a lot of buckets, I'm up and down, up and down, up and down. So I need to be able to move. So, you know, sneakers, flats, Crocs, that's kind of what I go for. Heels are just kind of doing too much, so I try not to unless I feel like it, but nah. Next question is, how do you become a house mom? So for me, I'm friends with one of the bouncers who works there. I remember he posted on Snapchat one time, does anyone have lashes? And I knew he was at work. So I asked him, like, dude, do you guys need a house mom? And he's like, yeah, actually. So he referred me to one of the managers. I walked in, like, we set up an interview. I walked in, he's like, this is what the job is. He kind of asked if I had a background in like the industry, which I am an ex-sex worker, but I never worked in a strip club. But like, you know, like this is nothing new to me. So he just kind of gave me the rundown on what you do. I went in one night with the other house mom just to kind of see like the layout of the land. And the next day I went in, just did on my own. I've been fine ever since. You know, that first day you're just kind of nervous and you meet a lot of people. But yeah, like that's when you kind of learn like what exactly that you need. For example, I ran to Dollar Tree and I just grabbed like everything that I would think that a dancer would need, and I brought it with, and I guarantee you I had pretty much everything that was needed. And if there's anything that they ask for that I don't have, I guarantee you the next week I'm gonna have it. You know, I'm gonna take care of my girls, they take care of me. So yeah, that's how you become a house mom. Like, if you're looking to get in this industry but you don't feel comfortable dancing, house mom's a good way to go. I'm actually pretty young for a house mom because I'm still in my 20s. But yeah, like, there's no age requirement. A lot of house moms are ex-dancers, so that's how they kind of get their way in. But just, if you're interested in doing it, call around to like maybe clubs local to you and see if they need one, and then just go in and meet with the manager and go from there. But yeah, I got hired on the spot. You know, it was pretty like, hey, how you doing? Here's what we do. That was about it. It was a really short conversation. It was real short. So yeah, I got hired on the spot. So what is my typical day on the job? So I try to get there by 8 p.m. Right now I'm only working Saturday nights. If I'm needed, like if the other house mom's not available, I'll work Fridays. And coming up into football season where I live, I'm probably gonna be working Sunday, Mondays. That's in the works right now, but probably. So typical day, I will get ready at home. So my dress, my hair, I'm usually, like I said, I'm usually always in a dress. Like I always wear dresses to work. So I'll get dressed, do my hair, put on my makeup, go to work by 8. And then I run upstairs, I get a walkie, which pings me in with the managers, the bouncers, and the DJ. And I'll just see how the girls are doing, just kind of chill out for a little while. And once it starts picking up, I'll run downstairs, grab some money, like big bills for the girls, and I'll run back upstairs. It is rare that you will see me personally on the actual floor. I'm always upstairs in the locker room unless I may be like getting a drink or grabbing money. Honestly, that's the only time you see me is when I'm grabbing money. Like I don't really hang out downstairs unless I have a friend. Like I know someone's there, but it's rare. Like I'm rarely downstairs. And especially lately, it's been packed. So I get like anxious, and that's not unusual for anybody, even if you're a dancer. Like big crowd makes certain people anxious. I am one of those people. So me being up in the locker room is a blessing because I can just chill out, be left alone for the most part. If there's a girls there, we might chat, whatever. My job is a lot of sitting down. So I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot of sitting down. I would say the last 2 hours, like right before bar close, are the busiest when I'm running up and down the stairs, like doing laps damn near sometimes, because you go through money so fast. Like some of these these buckets that these girls bring in have like $500, a grand, you know, like you're moving around a lot. But other than that, the first part of the night, it's a lot of just sitting around and chilling, hanging out. Are there any requirements? This is the next question. Are there any requirements? What are they? Are there any age requirements? I'm going to say in general, you're probably going to want to be over 21 because I know a lot of states now are making laws where you have to be 21 to work in a strip club. So probably 21. Like I said, I'm in my 20s. I'm a very young house mom. There's really no requirements. Like like legally, I'm an entertainer. Legally, like I have my dance card or my entertainer's license through the police station. I'm not on any type of payroll at the club. Like they give me a cut at the end of the night, but I'm not on the payroll at all. So I would think that they would prefer some type of like nightlife experience, but like I said, I am an ex-sex worker, so this industry is nothing new to me whatsoever. Yeah, I would just say over the age of 21, preferably experience in this industry. That's about it. And as long as you can get like a license, like an entertainer's license or a dance card, maybe some states might have a background check. But yeah, for me, it was just get your license. That's about it. You know, what's the hardest thing about being a house mom? Personally, not having what they need. Like I said, if someone tells me that they need something that I don't have, by the next week I'm gonna have it. Right now, the hardest thing that's been for me is not having outfits. It's just me personally. Like I don't have the time to make them. I really don't. I'm hoping in the future that I can though, because I think it would be like a good business move to start making outfits and selling them, because you can make some good money doing that. Like you can make some good money. You could probably make as much as dancers do, honestly, if you're selling outfits. So it's something that I'm working on, but as of right now, I'm not. That's probably the hardest part. The other hardest part I would say is bad nights. Because if you think about it, you're not getting tips. Like a house mom is tipped. And you're not getting tips from like the customers, you're getting tips from the girls. So if the girls are having a slow night, you are too, you know? Like in my situation, my club does not require you to tip anybody. You're not mandated to tip DJ, bouncers, me, the house mom, or the other house mom. Like pretty much a lot of our income, like staff, is from tips. So like I said, if the girls are having a bad night at slow, it's probably gonna affect you too. So keep that in mind. It's like dancing. It's very hit or miss. So that's a hard part too. Are house moms different at every club? Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like, so I look at the other club, like big clubs. I'm talking about big clubs like G5, KOD, like these big giant clubs like Bucks, or Bucks Wild. Like, oh my God. Like, I, on average, manage 20 girls. On average, 20. These other house moms, 50 to 100 every night. It's wild. So yes, they're different. And if you get smaller clubs than mine's like a small to mid-size club. Small to mid-size. I'm sure if you get to a smaller club than me, I bet house moms, they're probably like a mix in with like a bartender. Like they might be a bartender and a house mom, or a dancer and a house mom, or, you know, or they might even not have a house mom because they're so small. One of our sister clubs they don't have one. They don't have one. So they are very different at every club. I think they do for the most part. We do the same thing of helping the girls and trying to get supplies for what they need. But I know for a fact that house moms are different at each club, especially it really depends on the size. Like what happens and what we do, I know for a fact depends on the size. Next question, is it possible to not make money on a bad day? Like I just said, if the girls are having a bad night, we probably are too. Let's be real. I will always get a cut from the club, but I'm telling you, it's small. It's a small cut. It's under $100 small. I'll just leave it at that. So I never will like leave negative, because like, you know, dancers, they have to pay a house fee most times to dance. So that might be money from like that they brought in and paid, and they might not make anything. Like they'll leave $0, which means if you pay house fee and you leave with 0, that means you're negative. So like say you have a $50 house fee, for example, which is kind of low. You pay $50, you work, you make nothing, you're negative $50. So yeah, yes, it is possible. Does a house mom strip too? I pole dance, but not at the club that I work at. I do not strip at the club that I work at. I would love to. It's not in the cards for me right now. I'll be honest. I would love to. It's not in the cards. I think it would be kind of hard though, because especially if you're helping the other girls and you're also stripping. Like I'm thinking the same night. Like if you're in rotation, but you're a house mom, I think that would be wild. I think that would be wild, because what happens if you like get a room and you're gone for like a half hour, an hour, and someone needs you? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I personally don't. I have been asked in the past to go like sit with people. I'll tell you a story on that really quick. My club does not hire thicker women. I am a BBW. If you don't know, go check out my Instagram. It's linked below. My body type does not get hired at my club, period. But men like what they like. So I'm gonna say this, for those of you who are thicker girls who would like to dance, there is a market for you. Don't get it twisted, because like in my situation, I have been personally requested before because there are no thick girls at the club. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say about that. But no, I don't strip and I don't dance at this club. Do house moms travel to other clubs? I don't. I don't think, I personally right now, the way my life and situation is, I don't think I would. The other house mom at our club does, and I'm pretty sure, I think it's to a sister club, like on the other part of the state. I think. But I don't know if it's I think it's a sister club that she goes to. But yeah, the other house mom that we have, she does. So yeah. I don't know how exactly that works, but I really think it's at a sister club of ours. Next question, how many house moms are there in a club? For us, it's 2. Other house mom works Thursday, Fridays. I work Saturdays, and then hopefully Sundays or Mondays, depending on game day. I cover for her if she does not want to work Fridays. I would like to do Thursdays too, but I work a 9 to 5, so it's hard. But again, on average, our club has like 20 girls on busier nights, so like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even not Sunday, those 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you have like 15 to 20 girls. Honestly, I don't think the club would benefit from having a house mom during the week because I don't know how much the girls walk away with. I just don't think it's profitable for anybody. I think if there was a house mom throughout the week, they would be very disappointed on how much they walk away with. It's just a volume thing, you know what I mean? Like, again, we're a smaller to mid-sized club. Now, if, like I said before, we have these crazy big clubs like G5 in Miami and KOD in Atlanta, you know, like, they got all these girls. They got a lot of girls. So yeah, that would make sense to have a house mom all week. But right now, for my club, there's 2. Next question, how many days a week do you work? Again, I answered that. I work Saturdays and hopefully in the future, Sunday, Mondays. And how long are your shifts? About 8 hours. I get there about 8 o'clock. By the time checkout comes, it's 2:30 to 3, which is right after bar close in my state. So about 7, 8. Next question, this race for some tea, y'all. So are there fights and do crazy things happen in the club? So there is a big stigma about drugs and fights and money laundering and all this crazy stuff. And some of you guys really need to quit watching TV or movies. Go to a strip club near you and you'll see it's not as like dark and deep as they make it out to be on TV and movies. It's not that sketchy. At least mine isn't. Mine's a very clean club. Like, there was a situation where a girl at another club who has no affiliation with ours OD'd on drugs. Immediately after, we were told to search the girls' bags for anything suspicious. That's how strict my club is, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same at other places too. Like, it's a very no tolerance. There is no violence between customers, between dancers. Like, if you're fighting, you're out. If you're a dancer and you're like throwing hands at my club, you're fired. They do not put up with that at all. They do not. It's very legit. Like, it's very, like, it's super legit. Like, I'm so serious. Like, for me, example, I'm not allowed to even drink on the job. I can't have shots. I can't have like a mixer, nothing. Like, I'm not allowed to drink. Like, I'm telling you, like, depending on where you work, it's almost like, I don't want to say strict because that sounds unappreciative. I like where I work. I don't care. Like, you know, I work a 9 to 5. Being sober is not a big deal at all. Like, I'd rather be sober making money than being drunk and like throwing money at, you know, think about it. But no, for real, it's real legit. Like, dancers, find a good club. That's all I can say is find a good club, because I have heard horror stories. Like, I'll watch other girls. You can check, I don't know if you can check my subscriptions on here, but I'm subscribed to literally, if you make strip club content, I'm probably following you. Let's be real. I'm probably following you. I love strip club content. Like, it's relatable, you know? But yeah, like, I'm sure there's some horror stories, but it's where I work, it's clean and legit, man. There is no funny business whatsoever. Like, again, I suggest, like, stop watching movies and TV and go find out for yourself, because it's a fun time. It's a fun time, but it's not crazy. As for fights, there's been a couple, like, screaming matches, but no hands are thrown. Again, there is no violence. If you're like punching or like hitting somebody, like, you do not fight and keep your job. You're fired. You're fired. No. So, second to last question. There are 15 questions total. Do I have a second job outside of the club? Yes. Again, I work a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. My only day off right now is Sundays, and that might be changing soon. Yeah, I work a 9 to 5. That is actually my primary source of income, is my 9 to 5. I make decent money on the weekends when I work at the club though, but I don't see where like, if I were to work more nights at the club than I do now as a house mom, I don't see myself making as much as I do at my 9 to 5. I have a pretty good 9 to 5. I'm paid very well. But yeah, I don't think I could make it and live the same lifestyle that I'm living just being a house mom. Like I said, this working as a house mom is my side hustle. It's my part-time job. My main job is my 9 to 5. And last question, would you recommend this job to others? I say absolutely. If you follow me on social media, I post it all the time. Get a job at a strip club. If you're looking for financial freedom, get a job at a strip club. Like, there's so much money that gets thrown. Like, there's literally money for everybody at the strip club. Like, just go. If you don't think you can make it as a dancer, see about maybe being a waitress, bottle girl. If you know how to bartend, be a bartender. If, you know, maybe a cashier, door girl, something. Like, I'm telling you, the money that you make at the strip club will change your life. It changed mine. I can talk about that in another video if you'd like. Let me know. But for real, it's life-changing how much you can make at the strip club. And I'm not gonna promote it. Like, I'm not gonna force anyone into this lifestyle. Again, I'm not new to this lifestyle. I'm not new to nightlife. I'm not new to the sex industry at all. But if you're comfortable with that, do it. I say do it. You know, I really don't know what the worst is that could happen, because it hasn't happened to me yet. I've had nothing but good experiences. I love the girls that I have. I love them. They're like, I was really ready for it to be like catty and people being bitchy. Like, overall, everyone is super nice. And if there's some girls who just prefer to be alone, and I understand, I do. And they just do their own thing. Like, they don't bother you. They don't bully you. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I love my job. I love being a house mom. I'm going to be doing it for a while. I actually do have an exit plan. I can talk about that in this video. So I really want to start my own business. I'm hoping that my YouTube takes off within the next like year or two. I'm going to try my hardest to stay and be consistent. I've done YouTube in the past. Like, my videos are all privated now because I get embarrassed by them. But I've been trying to do YouTube for like a decade. I'm not kidding. Like, I have a video that I have taken down. It's like 10 years to the day. Like, I've been wanting to do YouTube. Life gets in the way sometimes, but I'm finally in a spot where like I can really make this my focus and keep making content. I want to do like multiple videos. I talked about it in my last one, the mukbang video. Like, I want to do it all. Like, that's what my website is, queen.com. Like, it's beauty and lifestyle. That's what this YouTube channel is beauty and lifestyle. Like, if I find something interesting, I'm gonna record and make content on it. That's just how I've been forever. I've had my website for a decade as well. If I find something interesting, I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm just starting to get on TikTok. You know, we'll see where that goes. I went viral on Instagram. That's going, well, one of my videos did, not my page. But one of my videos did some numbers, man. Like, I don't know. I love social media. YouTube, I've been a big fan and a spectator for a long time. And pretty much every, like, creator or like person who does YouTube, like, they've said just start just start. And I've started, and it's been like a really positive experience, and I'm having a lot of fun right now. So this is my goal, is like within the next 5 years, like I don't want to have a boss. Like I want to be my own boss. So I'm looking into starting my own business, which will hopefully be launching in May of 2022, so stay tuned. I am going to try my hardest to stay consistent with YouTube videos. Again, I love it. I'm having so much fun. Like just sitting down and just talking and like showing you guys. It took me a minute to like figure out editing, and I'm still learning. YouTube has changed a lot from when I had first started 10 years ago. So being back, I'm trying to relearn everything. But yeah, I love it. I love it. But yeah, being a house mom, I love my job, don't get me wrong. It's just looking into the future. I want more free time. And I think to accomplish some of the goals that I have in the future, I'm gonna need the free time on the weekends in order to be free during the week. So my exit plan, I'll be exiting somewhat soon, as in within the next year soon. That's the plan. But I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed to have had this job and to have it right now. I am extremely grateful that I get to work with who I work with. All the staff is amazing. The bouncers and security is great. The bartenders are just amazing. Waitresses are great. I love my girls, like I said. I love them. Like, building these relationships with people, you know. So yeah, I recommend being a house mom, depending on the club though. Especially, I'm sure, bigger clubs. It's a lot of strong personalities, and they're gonna clash. It's just how it is. But I have a very extensive background in customer service, and I've been a manager in the past, so handling these girls ain't nothing to me. You know, like, it ain't nothing to me, but it's just something to think about. Like, you're gonna meet a lot of people. Like, can you handle being in the locker room for hours? That's something to think about. Like, are you able to stay cool under pressure? That's another thing to think about, because it gets crazy. It gets crazy. So, yeah, I mean, it depends on the person. Like I said, I recommend any and everybody, if you are really wanting to dance or even just work in a strip club, go visit one as a customer. Just get the lay of the land, feel out the vibes. And if it's something you're vibing with, go for it. If you're not vibing with it, maybe it's time to rethink, but that's what I would recommend first. Your first step is to go be a customer at a strip club. Go from there. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Again, I got all these questions from Christina Villegas. Her video will be linked below. Social media will be linked below. Queen.com, link below. Strip club series, link below. Everything linked below. So yeah, check out my description box. Comment if you have any requests. Coming up, I will be taking a break from strip club content to do more beauty style videos for a little while. So this isn't the end of the strip club series, don't get me wrong. I'm just taking a break to focus on some other things, because once again, Queen.com and Queen as my brand is beauty and lifestyle. So I showed you enough of my lifestyle. It's time to show you some beauty. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I love you very much, and I will see you soon.